Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining the session. We will be starting in next 2 minutes. We are waiting for a few more participants to join us. So thanks for joining. Till the time you can let us know from where you have joined from. I'm sure everybody has the access to chat box. You can put a hi message. Let us know from where you have joined. Whether you are a working professional or a student, we would be happy to know that. Hi, Dinesh. Welcome to this webinar. Hi, Maksud. Good evening. Hi, Rajesh. Thanks for joining. Good evening. All right. So let's get started. Let's start this webinar formally. Uh, Good evening, everybody. My name is Rima, and I'm the host of this webinar. And the title of the webinar is Career Opportunities in AWS and Cloud. Thank you so much for joining us. So if you would be having any questions or queries, you have the access to the chat window. You can write your queries there. We will be starting with the webinar. Rest of the people would be joining down the line. Thank you for showcasing your interest in the webinar. Thanks. So I'm really happy to introduce Mr. Ameya Vaidya. He's the speaker for this session. He will be speaking about various career opportunities in AWS Cloud. Um, Mr. Vaidya has a diverse experience of 16 years. He's a technical expert, he's a technical trainer, and AWS community builder. He's a renowned personality in AWS. He has a great experience in the previous organization, just like Quick Heal Technologies. He has worked on various capacities, and I'm happy to invite Mr. Vaidya here. Thank you so much, Mr. Vaidya, for accepting our invite. Over to you.
Hey Rima, thank you so much.
Hi.
I hope I'm audible loud and clear, everyone.
Yes, yes, you are.
Just yeah, give me a second. I'm just adjusting my GoPro. Just give me a second
Sure.
only. Yep. Okay, great. I hope it's perfectly fine.
Yes, it is. You're audible and
Okay,
visible as well. Thanks.
great. So thank you Rima for this opportunity. Okay. So hello, welcome all. Okay, thanks for joining the session. So today I'm going, giving you some insights about the AWS or how exactly you can start your or build your career in AWS. So just give me a second. Let me, I just manage the screen and I'll just start my sessions. Okay, just give me a second only.
Sure. Thank you.
I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, Ameya.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. Let's deep dive. Okay, in the AWS, what exactly we are going to learn in next 1 hour. So let's get started. So folks, here, okay, I'm just giving the information, okay, about the first, what exactly the cloud computing. Because if you talk about the AWS, then what exactly the AWS? AWS is a product, right? So like we have an Instagram, okay, like we have the LinkedIn on some. So AWS is a product, is nothing like a huge rocket science that you can't learn, right? So, and this entire AWS is on the cloud. So I just give you some explanation about the cloud computing, that how exactly, what exactly the cloud, why we require that. Because, okay, if you're going to learn this AWS or you want to make your career on AWS, then you need to understand why we are doing. So that why I'm going to clear in next few session. Then, okay, then I'll also explain you about the certification. So what type of certifications which AWS provides so that you can start your career in AWS. So there is an associate level, there is also professional level, and there is also the specialty level. So I'm giving explanation about this. And then, okay, I'll also explain you about why AWS, right? So the one of the short answer is the AWS is one of the company who start, okay, the business. I mean to say they are the first, okay, cloud provider who provides such a service into the market. The other product, okay, like in Azure, GCP, they are the latecomer, and the other product, they adopt the technology. So the main benefit of the AWS, they directly born into the cloud. Then after that, okay, I can see some questions. So in case if you have any kind of questions, anything, you can just type the question on the chat. I'll also answer that. Do not wait for the question and answer. In case if you have any queries or anything, please, okay, feel free to drop on the chat box. I can see the chat box here. And then the next one is about the career goal, right? Because you are currently, you join here, you must have some motto behind, okay, that I want to make some, the AWS solution architect, or let's say AWS, okay, the cloud engineer. So what exactly the path, what exactly the career role? So that I'm so going giving some example. Then also giving you some real world case examples. Okay, for example, who is our customer, who, where exactly we can work. Because top 5 or I can say top 500 Fortune company, they are heavily rely on AWS. Then how exactly you can start your career in AWS. And then I'll quickly, we have a knowledge test, and there is also a small surprise test for everyone. Okay, so you don't need to, okay, apply for it from your mobile. You can give, it's just in 5 or 10 minutes, just a simple knowledge test that we can see at the end. So that's my plan. So already, okay, you already got my introductions. So currently I'm having more than, okay, 15 years, 16 years of experience in the industries. So currently, okay, so my job role is to implement, okay, the solution on different cloud product. So when I say different cloud product, it means what? For an example, it's an AWS Azure, Amazon Web Services, then Microsoft Azure, okay, and then the Google, that is GCP. For Oracle, that is an OCI, and in China, because I also do support in China. So in China, okay, we also have the Alibaba, which they have their own compliance and everything. So my job really is to implement the solutions, provide the security as well, and different and manageability and reusability. Reusability, it means what? Okay, we require this, okay, I mean to the same infrastructure and again, so I deploy that, I manage it, and I provide a security. I'm also a freelancer technical trainer. So till now I completed more than 100 plus AWS, okay, then Azure batches. Okay, so I don't know the number, but it must be more than 100 plus. So I deliver the training in most of the, okay, organizations, specifically in the corporate organizations, and also have more than 6 AWS certification. Now, which certification? I'll also explain you that which certification I completed and what exactly your career path. Then I'll also, okay, the completed in Azure. So I also have hold the 2 Azure and also preparing for the GCP. Soon I'll also complete the Oracle, okay, the certification as well. So till now I completed a lot of certification, that in Cisco, Microsoft, then Red Hat, ITL, which is an also non-technical certification. For AWS, I completed 6 and Azure 2 as well. So, okay, I'll also do a lot of things for the community. Okay, because see, the training is my passion. I'm not doing doing this for any kind of money or something. The main motto is for the knowledge sharing. So I travel almost all the cities. Sorry about this phone. I forgot to no keep on the silent. So I travel almost most of the city, right? So where I deliver the talk on a different cloud product. So okay, in last year I also travel Jaipur. I also travel the Vadodara, Kochi as well, okay, and Kolkata as well, where I deliver the talk on the AWS, okay, or the specifically on the cloud. So in recently I also talk on the machine learning or even though no code. So what exactly the no code? No code, it means what? Let's suppose you hate developing, or you are not developer background, but still you want to create the some 100-page or let's say 100 lines of code, okay, and that just using just a drag and drop. So AWS also has a feature called AWS Canvas. So I show the demo in Jaipur that how exactly we can do that. Then I also consultant for the mini colleges, autonomous colleges, where I give the consultation on the current syllabus, because as you know that in colleges we have some outdated syllabus. There are very good colleges who approach me and they said that okay, we want to go with the current plan, right? What exactly coming in future? So I also deliver the training. And also I'm managing the community. Okay, so AWS also provide the community. They create a community in entire world. We call it user group. So I'm leading the AWS user group Pune, where we have a meetup every month. Okay, so in your city you must find where exactly the meetup is. You can definitely join. So every month, right, you will get the chance to learn learn the AWS technologies, products, everything. You can meet the people, you can create a networking. So overall it's very good. Okay, so that's it about my that's it about myself that I'm doing here. Now before we start about this the webinar about AWS and cloud, I'm going to ask a very simple question to everyone. So if I ask you what is your one-liner answer, if someone asks you what is cloud computing, I just need a one-line answer. Everyone, what do you think? I need your reply. What do you think? What is your one-liner answer? If I ask you that what exactly the cloud is, okay, because as you know that cloud change everything, they also change our life. I can see someone is typing. Okay, come on folks, I'm waiting. What do you think? What is the cloud in just one-liner? Software available online. Okay, Dinesh. Very good. Wireless networking, I would say. Okay. So work where is it possible, they can turn on the camera for the interaction. I hope you don't mind. So where is possible, you can also turn on your camera for more. I also want to see that who's in those beautiful faces. So if you don't mind, you can also enable the camera so that I can see you or everyone can see you. So they say that, okay, it's a virtual machine. That's great. Okay. Anyone folks, last 30 seconds. What do you think? What is a one-liner answer about what is a cloud computing? Cloud is online storage. Okay, right, Rohit? Okay. Anyone, folks? Last 20 seconds. Come on. Come on, folks. I'm waiting for your answer. What do you think? What is one-liner answer that what exactly the cloud computing is? I got answer from Rohit, Sudhir, Ayush, Dinesh. Okay, only 4 member, folks. Come on, let's pick up. Do not keep on mute. I'm here to interact with you. I want to interact with you. I want to discuss with you. So let's speak up. What do you think? What is a one-liner answer? What is a cloud computing? Okay. So I got a 4 answer. Someone say that the cloud is online storage. It's a virtual machine, wireless networking, software available online. Awesome. Everything is correct. Now let me ask you a simple question, a very simple question to everyone. Right? So what do you think? So let's say this is your Ola and Uber car. Okay, this is just a simple car, Ola and Uber. And here you have your personal car. Okay, so let's say this is an Ola or Uber, and now let's say this is your personal car. So now folks, if I ask you, right, if I ask you, what do you think, what benefit you will get if you are using the Ola and Uber instead of your personal car? What do you think? So you have a Ola, you have a personal car. Now what do you think, what benefits you will get if you are using the Ola and Uber instead of your personal car? Now let me start by my own. So let's say if you book the Ola and Uber, we don't need to drive the car, right? Because in no the all the cities now we have a major issue, that is in traffic. So if you book the Ola or Uber, we don't need to drive the car. We will also get the driver. So what do you think, folks? What are the benefits between the Ola, okay, or let's say what benefits you will get if you are using Ola and Uber instead of your personal car? I'm waiting for your answer. Come on. You can type. No need to buy the car. Exactly, Maksud, right? Parking issue. Okay, Parvez, correct? Anything? So here you say that no need to buy the car. Okay, so what is mean by no need to buy the car? It means it's a completely pay as you go services. Now, when I say pay as you go services, it means what? Whatever you consume, you just need to pay accordingly. So for an example, here, let's say you have your personal car, you need to pay the entire money, right? You need to pay the entire cost of your car. But in case of Ola, it is just a pay as you go services. Whatever you consume, you just need to pay accordingly. That's it. So we don't need to buy the car. Parking issue, okay, as okay, say Muhammad Parvez say that. For an example, we don't need to worry about any parking. So we can just book the car, we can sit and it's done. You just need to pay the cost. That's it, simple. So it's their responsibility where to park the car. But in case of our own personal car, okay, whenever we park the car, let's say in your home, okay, your lobby, or let's say in anywhere, we worried about the security. We also worried about the theft. So in case this Ola and Uber, we don't need to worry about. You are exactly correct. Correct time, Ayush. You are also right. What else, folks? Last 30 seconds. Come on. You just need to tell me the difference between the Ola Uber instead of your personal car. I just want to know the benefit from you. Come on. I'm waiting. Last 20 seconds. I can see there are more than 18 members here. Come on, folks. What do you think? Okay, I can see traveling record anytime. Okay, you will also get the record, reports and everything. Correct. Last 10 seconds. Every time use new type of car. Exactly. Okay. We can use a different no maintenance cost with Ola. Exactly, Maksud. So now when I say no maintenance cost, what exactly it means? So now in normal, right, in our own personal car, we have a two type of maintenance. One is that, let's say your the service cost. For example, we need to book our car to the showroom and they can have a servicing. It means what? It take at least 1 day. Okay, for that. And the second one is that running maintenance. When I say running maintenance, it means what? Now let's say you are going somewhere and your car got puncture. So it's your responsibility, right, to fix the puncture or any issue. But in case of Ola, okay, the entire maintenance, whether it is your running maintenance, whether it is your normal maintenance, everything is taken care by the Ola as well. So you're also correct. No upfront cost. Okay. So now, okay, you said that here that if I using the Ola and Uber, then I don't need to drive the car. Okay, then also no need for the maintenance. It's a completely pay as you go services, right? And another benefit is that, okay, here it means whenever you want, you can upgrade it, and whenever you want, you can degrade it as well. Now, what exactly it means? So let's say today you're traveling alone to somewhere. Okay, let's say from your office to home, and now you want to book the car. So you can book the micra, or let's say you can also book the small car, that is sedan car. Why? Because obviously here what happened exactly, your need is very less, right? So you just want to go alone, right? You can book the small car, and obviously here the cost is also less, so that you can book it. But let's say tomorrow, okay, let's say day after tomorrow, you are going with your entire family where you have more than 4, 5, 6 people. So obviously that time the micro car is not sufficient for our need. So in case of what happened, we can also book the higher version, right? So let's say we can book the sedan car, we can also book the SUV car as well. It means whenever we want, we can upgrade it and we just need to pay accordingly. But in case of the personal car, upgradation is very, very costlier, right? We need to manage something. So now you might have a question that Ameya, what do you think? Why you are praising the Ola and Uber instead of your in the session? So I can just simply say that this Ola Uber is nothing but your AWS, and this your personal is nothing but your on-premises servers, racks, and everything. You will also get the same benefit, feature, and advantages, right? So for example, this AWS is completely on the cloud. It means what? It is a completely pay as you go services. Whatever you consume, you just need to pay accordingly, right? You don't need to pay for any maintenance costs. You don't need to pay any kind of running maintenance costs. But in case of your on premises, you need to pay everything. You need to purchase the appliances, you need to purchase the software, you need to purchase the server, hardware, everything, right? And no matter whether you use 0% of your server or you use 100% of your server, there is a so there is a no change in a cost as well, right? So the first is about pay as you go services. Maintenance is taken care by the AWS. You don't need to worry about maintenance. But in case of your personal, your on premises environment, you are the only one who can manage the entire maintenance cost. Then I just explain about the upgradation and degradation, right? So when I say upgradation and degradation, it means what? Let's say for an example, you are working with the QA team, right? And now let's suppose to test the application, you required, let's say you required the 2.4 gigahertz machine. Let's say you required some Linux machine, let's say 16 GB of RAM and 40 GB of hard disk. So now you are working in on premises. So now it's not like that you get those machine within a 1 or 2 minute. Okay, you need to go with some procurement cycles. There is some process as well. So you need to wait couple of days, and then once you got the hardware, then you can configure and then you can start testing it. So there is a huge cost which company has to invest. And now let's suppose after 2 or 3 months, you realize that there are some customer who is still using 2 or 4 GB of RAM. I want to test my application on that 2 or 4 GB. Again, you raise a request to your administrator, and administrator say that we don't have a 2 or 4 GB RAM, we need to procure it, we need to purchase it. It means what? Even though if you degrade the hardware, still there is a cost. But in case of AWS, you communicate to the AWS system manager. They said that we will provide you the EC2. It means the virtual machine. What you need to do is you just need to raise a request. You will get those machine within a 2 minutes, and you can access those virtual machine from anywhere in the world because it's available on the cloud. So you tested it, and now let's suppose you want to degrade it or upgrade it. You can do it within a 1 or 2 minutes. So let's say you degrade the hardware, then what happened? There is a change in the cost. You need to pay some less cost. So let's say for an example, for earlier for 16 GB RAM, you pay $1 per hour for an example. But now you just need to pay 0.75 cents because why? Because you degrade the hardware. So that's the reason I compare this Ola and Uber with the AWS, because you will also get the same benefits. I hope you understand why organization is using the cloud computing. So that because of this feature, benefit, and advantage, most of the company already moved to the cloud, and remaining company also they are planning to move the cloud. Makes sense about the cloud computing, which I explain here. Anyone, folks? Just give me a thumbs up or say yes, something, just acknowledge me. I can see there are more than 20 plus people now. Everyone. Thank you, Dinesh. Any other folks? You can just type yes, no, or something on the chat. Please acknowledge me, everyone. Thank you, Pandit. So in short, what this cloud is, it means what? That is an on demand, right? It's a completely the on demand delivery of the compute power, database, and everything. And obviously it is a completely pay as you go services. Now you can think, okay, the cloud computing, right? You just need to stop thinking about no, of your infrastructure as a hardware. Instead of think as a software as a service. Now, how exactly we can say software as a service? Now, let me give one example. I hope everyone aware about the Flipkart Big Billion Day. Everyone, are you aware about it? I hope you must aware about Flipkart Big Billion Day. Dinesh say yes. Okay. Any other folks? So anyone remember first Big Billion Day? The very first Big Billion Day, which has happened in India. Do you remember it? What happened at that time? Anyone? Come on, I'm waiting for your reply. The very first Big Billion Day, which has happened in India. Exactly, Dinesh, server is crash. Correct. Now, I'll just tell you the one use case here, right? What happened exactly? So the Flipkart, right? The entire website, okay? When I say website, it's not about just a website, their payment gateway, their databases, okay, their website content, the application, everything is deployed on your on-premises environment. And the entire website is working fine. So now the Flipkart team decide that, okay, let's have a Big Billion Day where you will get a huge discount. So Big Billion Day is nothing but a Black Friday, okay, which is happening in US. That's the copy where the customer will get more discounts, higher discount. So Flipkart team said that, okay, let's have a Big Billion Day. They decide time, venue, and everything. Now what happened? That time, okay, those concept in India was a completely new concept to everyone, and everyone want to grab the opportunity to purchase the iPhone, some electronic gadgets or anything. So what happened exactly? So at 12 a.m. okay, when the Big Billion Day start, okay, suddenly there is a huge spikes happening on the Flipkart. And the Flipkart, okay, the on-premises server is not that much capable to handle the request. And now what happened? The website is crashed within a minute. Because why? Because their server is not that much capable to handle the request. And the first Big Billion Day was the completely flop. So now what exactly the solution? So company said that, okay, we got a very good response from the from the customer, and we should go okay for this Big Billion Day. But the problem is that server. How exactly we can manage the server? So someone say that, okay, what we can do, we can purchase same additional hardware, right? So let's say if you purchase the same additional hardware, then it means what? Again, we require the space. Again, we require the power. Again, we require the cooling system. Again, we require the application. Again, we require a lot of things, right, to manage the entire server. And there is one thing that no, we cannot prove the ROI, return on investment. Why? Because the entire year, the Flipkart on-premises server is enough capable to handle the requests. They need some additional compute capacity only whenever they have a Big Billion Day. So now what's the solution here? Because why? If you purchase those hardware, right, or everything, then resource utilization hardly might be 2 or 5% because you require the compute capacity only within a Big Billion Day. So now the solution is that to go with the cloud vendor like an AWS. So what AWS offer to them that, okay, what you can do, you can just use our virtual machine, right? That is our EC2 instance. And what you can do, you can deploy your databases, deploy your application, deploy your web content, everything that you can deploy over the cloud that is on our AWS. And now simply what you can do, you can just create a load balancing so that 10 or 20% load is managed by your on-premises environment and rest of the 70 and 80% is traffic managed by the AWS. So now here, even though there is a 200 okay x traffic or 400 x traffic, still you don't need to worry about it because why? AWS upgrade it and degrade it as per the spikes in a traffic. And now the benefit is here is that once we finish the Big Billion Day, you just need to pay accordingly whatever you consume. So they just need to pay 2 or 3 days charge, whatever they use. Okay. And once they finish, they can terminate, delete everything. because those resources are just a detachable resources, or I can say it is a temporarily disposable resources, your virtual machine, database and everything. So we use it, we terminate it, and we just need to pay accordingly. That's it, nothing else. So that's the reason I'll say that here you can think as a software, not actually the hardware. And here you can see, okay, there is a similar, your AWS and your traditional infrastructure. So in your traditional infrastructure, you have a firewall, ACL, administrator, router, network, switches. In AWS, we call that security groups, network ACL, IAM, elastic load balancing, VPC. On premises, so, no, server is nothing but your Amazon machine image, that is AMI, your EC2 instance, your direct attached storage, your storage area network, your network area storage. The same concept is in AWS, that is the elastic block storage, elastic file storage. Then you also have a Amazon S3, which is a simple storage services. And for the relational database management service is nothing but an RDS, that is relational database services. So those are similar, okay, but we just need to learn this, that okay, how exactly we can use in the our environment so that we can provide continuous workflow. So when I say this entire AWS, so what exactly this web service it means? We talk about Amazon Web Services, right? So what exactly this web services? So when we talk about web services, it means what? It's just kind of piece of software, right? So the Amazon, right? So in 2004 and 2006, they started selling the SQS services, which is simple query services, because in Amazon side, not in AWS. AWS is different. Amazon, that .com, that is, these are the two different entities. So whenever they want to sell the books and they want to manage the website, they want some application which manage the message processing. So to process that, they deliver the SQS, which is simple query services, which manage the message of the devices, applications, consumer, everything. And now they start slowly they start selling those products. So like in the SQS, then EC2, then S3, these are the first services which they start selling to the market. Even though that time we don't have a proper internet connection, AWS selling those services on directly online. It means what? The consumer or like the customer like us, we don't need to deploy anything. So now the main benefit of the cloud here is capex turn into opex. It means what? You don't need to invest any hardware on this capital. So the main thing of AWS is this is the first organization which introduced such a services into the market, and here the AWS directly born into the cloud. That's the reason here you can see the AWS is one of the most widely used services. So we can say more than 30-40% market shares currently which AWS has, and AWS continuously innovate them, right? So and obviously it is not about the only storing the data or creating virtual machine. AWS is more than that. Okay, for an example, here you can see these are the different categories. Nowadays we are into the era of the AI and ML. So in this AI and ML, so obviously AWS has a huge services, like in one of the famous is Bedrock, Poly. These are what? These are a generative AI services which generate the response for us. So for example, there are many customers, as I said, top 500 Fortune companies are currently heavily depend upon AWS. Their entire workload, you name it, like a Netflix, right? So the entire Netflix, the movies, everything is on AWS. So anyone remember Covin website? Anyone remember Covin? So in COVID days, right, we use that website. What exactly the Covin? Do you remember? So it traces a record each and everyone, right? COVID vaccine and everything. Okay. So do you know that the entire COVID website is deployed on a AWS? You can think that time COVID was one of the leading website, right? Because everyone want to access the website, they want to search something, informate. They also have a huge database. AWS manage a co-vaccine. right? And now government also coming, okay, coming with the some new I can say COVID version. Okay, I forgot the name. I heard it on the AWS summit, which is happening in Bangalore. So AWS also currently working with the our government, and those data, right, which government has, they are also using it, and they are coming with some new more solution. So your Zomato orders, or even the PUBG, you might play PUBG, right? Everyone, you heard about PUBG, am I right? I must say you play a PUBG game. So you can say in PUBG, the millions of people are okay playing the games, and you required a single digit millisecond latency, right? So where exactly deploy? It is entirely deploy on the AWS, right? So even though whenever you're communicating to Netflix, or even though recently, you might heard about um, Geo Cinema to Geo Hotstar, right? That migration happened. So do you know that Geo Hotstar is on the Azure side? Okay, and now currently the I mean to say the entire migration happened from the Azure to AWS. Although Hotstar is also on the AWS. So you can see the 48 crores people are streaming the website. Why? Because it happened because of AWS. So the entire platform is on the AWS. So GeoCinema is migrated from the Azure to AWS here. So I just want to show you this is on one simple architecture. So if you see here, right? So what exactly this architecture? So let's say there is some user, okay, and the user, okay, just simply want to access the some databases here. So if you see that here, okay, let's say they are building some database application, and your customer, or let's say some user, okay, might be sending the data to your EC2 instance, which is a service of compute. So it means what? In this entire infrastructure, a very small infrastructure, okay, we use a networking, we also use the compute, we also use the database, and we also use the storage part, right? So let's say here we are using here a completely non-relational database, okay, which is in DynamoDB. So whenever you play a PUBG, you create some team, right? So that entry is stored on a DynamoDB, right? So these are the different functions, okay, and it is depend upon you how exactly, right, how exactly you can choose a services, right? For an example, okay, if I talk about just compute services, okay, then these are the services like you have the EC2 instance, you also have a Lambda functions, Elastic Beanstalk, which is a part of infrastructure as a code. Okay, these are the light sales, batch operation. These are the on premises. So let's say if you want on premises AWS services, I mean to say on your server, then you can also use AWS Outpost. If you want to deploy the container, then Kubernetes, you can also use AWS Fargates, right? If you want VMware entirely on the AWS, that also you can do that. So these are what? These are the different services which is happen. And as I said that the AWS is currently most demanding, I can say the cloud. Obviously, other cloud, they also have their own USPs as well. For example, Azure, they support natively, okay, the Microsoft appliances, okay, .NET and everything. So they have an advantages, right? GCP, they also have a very good AI tool as compared to the other, right? But if you talk about overall, they're currently the highest market share, or I can say mother of all compute, cloud computing is nothing but an AWS. So you might have a question that, okay, Ameya, you tell just now, you explain me the feature, benefit, advantage about the cloud or AWS, why we need to go with the AWS. Then what exactly my certification path is here, right? So now let me explain you that what exactly the certification path, how exactly you can start or you can build your career on an AWS or the cloud. So let me show you some URL directly. Just give me a second. Just give me 1 minute. Let me share a screen. Sorry. So if you have any question, anything, doubt, anything, okay, related to the today's. Yeah. If you have anything, any doubt, anything, please feel free to ask. Do not hesitate to ask the question. So now folks, here you can see, okay, if you want to start your career in AWS, you can see here this path, okay, AWS certification. Okay. So now here, okay, you can see AWS provide foundational level certification. AWS also provide associate, and AWS provide professional and the specialty as well. So now let's say as I said, if AWS is a product, and if the AWS is completely alien for you, completely new for you, then you can start your journey with the cloud practitioner foundational, or let's say if you want to learn some AI tools, okay, for example, Bedrock, machine learning tool or anything, you can also start your journey using AI practitioner foundation. Okay, so these are very basics, I can say. Okay, if you want to start your career, you can go ahead, but okay, it is only for the basics. For an example, let's say if you are just pass out, you are just student, or let's say you are from the sales background where you just need to understand the technical concepts, not deep dive. You are from the project manager, you just need to understand technicalities. Then you can go with the cloud practitioner foundationer or the AI practitioner. But if you want to really work on, or you want to deep dive the AWS, then the first certification is always AWS Solution Architect Associate. Now, why AWS Solution Architect? Because I can say this certification is a backbone for everything, every AWS. Because here you understand the core services, or I can say foundational services in very deep, right? So this solution architect, it means what? It is design, manage and planning only. How exactly you can design the entire application, how exactly you can plan plan the entire architectures, okay, how you can manage it. So as I said, here you learn the entire core services or foundation level services, like in your authentication, then your authorization, storages, virtualization, networking, everything you understand. It means what? You understand the all corners of AWS. So that's the reason everyone recommended that if you want to learn, or if you want to start your career in AWS, you can also, or you must be start your career in AWS certified solution, the solution architect associate, because it's a backbone for entire solution, entire AWS. And once you understand this solution architect associate, then it is very easy, okay, to understand other certifications as well. So you can see here, there is a recently launched, okay, a new certification called machine learning engineering, right? So here developer associate. So now developer associate, it doesn't mean that okay, here you need to, okay, or AWS will teach you some coding or something Python. No. So here in short, developer associate, it means how exactly you help developer in their CI/CD pipeline or in the SDLC, like in software development life cycles, how exactly from the code to build, how exactly you can do that. So that's about the developer associate. So if you want to learn solution architect, here there is no any prerequisites. It's not necessary that you must have the coding knowledge or anything. No, it's if you don't, if you are from, even though if you are from the non-technical background, still you can do this solution architect associate. If you want to go with the developer associate, then you must have, okay, at least some knowledge, okay, about the programming languages like in Python, or let's say some Java, C hash, something like this. Then this is also one of the, I can say, most demanding the certification, that is data engineer associate. So let's say if you're from the data analytics, database background, or let's say data science background, then this certification for you. But let's say if you don't have any knowledge on AWS, you directly can't jump to the data engineer. First, you need to go with the at least training. First, you need to complete the training for the solution architect. Then only you can jump to the data engineer associate. So that is also one of the booming certification. This is a new, last year it launched, and everyone also want to learn about this data engineering. And currently there are very limited people who currently are into the data engineer associates. And one of the oldest certification, that is SysOps administration. It means what? System operational, reusability, repeatability, or I can say how automations. So you learn here. So this certification is mostly talk about the troubleshooting, how exactly you can troubleshoot and administer. It means manage the AWS account. So those information here you will get in SysOps administrator. After that, okay, the next level, okay, that is the professional. So here in professional, you have two things, that is solution architect professional and DevOps engineer professional. So if you ask me that, okay, Ameya, tell me which is the top 5 certification in entire IT fraternity, which is a top 5 certification which is very hard to achieve. So I must say that the solution architect professional is one of them. Right? It is very hard, okay, very tough. And AWS say that you must have at least 2 years of experience required. Okay, it means, okay, it's not it is just a recommendation. It's not like that you are just a fresher and you can't do that. Yes, you can do that, but the difficulty is very high. So here in solution architecture, solution architect professional, you need to deal with a very complex environment, right? And obviously the exam is also very tough. This DevOps engineer professional, okay, is nothing but, okay, it's a combination of developer associate and SysOps administrator associate, right? And then the last 1 year, you can see the specialty. So you also have a different specialty, for example, machine learning specialty, right? Or let's say you are working on the firewall, you are working on the Cisco, you are working on the UTM, Unified Threat Management. You are managing the entire networking. You can definitely go with the advanced networking specialty, which is related to only AWS. Then you can also go with the security specialty. When I say security specialty, it means what? How exactly you can, okay, protect your AWS. Okay, again here, to understand security specialty, you also need to understand how malware works, how the ransomware, DDoS attack, how exactly we can prevent it. Okay, or how exactly we can also monitor the costs or monitor the threats. Okay, network, everything that you must know, and then you can learn the AWS specialty, where you understand about the some tools, like in how exactly you can protect DDoS, then AWS Inspector, then the Messi. There are many services which is available that you learn in the AWS. So here you can see there are many certifications, okay, but I'll definitely recommend it that no matter whether you are just pass out or you are working professional, or you want to make a career in AWS, you definitely start your journey with the solution architect associate. So AWS also provide a documentation. I'll just share with you. Let me share it on the chat. Yes, Ayush, I'm going to explain, okay, in next slide. Okay, first I'm just going to explain this. So Dinesh, okay, yes, you can directly go with the developer associate. That's not a problem. But as I said that first you need to understand, okay, those core concepts, because in developer associate, they will not, the syllabus is not about what exactly the EC2 instance, how exactly you can launch it, how exactly you can create networking, how exactly you can create a database. So it is completely, okay, it's a completely different tools. So it is recommended if, because it's a product, if the AWS, okay, is completely annual for you and you want to go with the developer associate, then you can complete the training. I'm not talking about certification, which is global certification. You can definitely just learn this solution architect, and then it is very easy for you to go with the developer associate or any modules which I shown you. Yeah, thank you, Rima. So folks, here you can see, okay, here the certification path. Okay, AWS provide the certification path here. So let's say if you want to become the solution architect, okay, AWS recommended that you can go with the, okay, normally cloud practitioner or AI, but currently I'm not recommended, but because currently, okay, there is no value add on in your CV if you complete the cloud practitioner or AI. We can always go ahead, you can start your journey with solution architect, okay, and the then professional and then security, application architect, solution architect, developer, DevOps engineer, solution architect, then professional, again the cloud engineer, again solution architect, okay, data engineer, machine learning. So here, okay, most of the, even though the architecture, data analytics, everyone, AWS also suggests you can definitely start your journey with the solution architect associate. So I recommended everyone that the PDF file which I share with you, please go through it, okay, understand it, okay, and then only you can take a decisions whether you want to go with the which certification. And if you talk about the global exam, okay, the global exam, so it's not recommended that first you need to go with the foundational, then associate, then professional, then specialty. No, you can jump to anywhere, anytime. Okay, so 7-8 years back, okay, I started my journey with solution architect associate. Okay, then once I finish, after 2-3 years, I feel that, okay, let's upgrade our knowledge. Then I feel that, okay, I'm not comfortable with the solution architect professional at the moment, because I feel that, okay, I need some more experience. So I skip that and directly jump to the security specialty. Right, so I completed the solution architect, then I completed the security specialty, then I completed this AWS certified solution architect professional. Okay, then I completed the other certification, and recently, okay, I also completed the AI practitioner foundation. So it means you can jump anywhere. Okay, it's not an, okay, I mean to say there is a specific row that you need to go through it. No, you can jump to any certification. So if you talk about the global exam, I'm talking about global exam. The global exam cost is $100 for the foundational plus tax. Then associate, it's a $150 plus tax, and then professional, it is a $300 plus tax, and specialty also, it is a $300 plus tax. But now here you also have a benefit as well. Now what exactly the benefit? Now the benefit is that, let's say for an example, okay, you pay, let's say $100, okay, then you, okay, go to the cloud practitioner exam, you clear the exam, you pass the exam, then certification validity is for the 3 year. Okay, AWS provide a 3-year validity, and AWS also provide you the 50% coupon code that you can apply to the next exam. So you paid $100, then once you clear the exam, let's say the cost of AWS solution architect associate is $150, but you will get in $75. Let's say again you clear the solution architect associate. Now the solution architect associate, the cost, okay, 150, you paid 75, and now you want to go with the DevOps professional. Then DevOps professional cost is $300, but you will get in $150. Because why? Because you already clear the exam. So whenever you clear the exam, you will get a 50% coupon code every time. And that coupon code validity is also for the 3-year as well. Clear, everyone, about the certification, about the path, how exactly you can choose? Everyone? Any question, folks? Any question you have? No question? Can I go ahead? Okay. So now here, folks, once you clear this specific certification, okay, let's say solution architect or anything, then what exactly the career options? Okay, where exactly apply, for which positions I apply, so that I'm going to showcase you now. So now I divided into two roles. One is a technical role and another one is a non-technical role. You can apply both. Okay, it's not like that you must go with the technical role only. No, there are many roles are available. Now the first one, okay, here, okay, is about the, let's talk about technical first. So the first one is about cloud engineer. You have seen a lot of, okay, if you go to the LinkedIn, or let's say if you go to the let's say Naukri.com, any, there are, you will find many cloud engineering. So when I say cloud engineer, it means what? They build and maintain cloud infrastructure. Okay, like then AWS, Azure, GCP. Sorry. I hope my screen is visible. I saw some error message here.
It's
Ameya,
not
it's
visible
not
now.
visible now. Now?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know. I saw some error message related to the Teams, but that's okay. It's clear. Thank you. So now here, as I say that the, when I talk about the cloud engineer, it means what? They are just build, maintain cloud infrastructure like an AWS, Azure, or GCP. So you might have a question that, okay, Ameya, do I need to also learn the Azure as well? So my answer would be, let's say if your basic is clear, okay, your entire thing is clear about AWS, you don't require any, okay, I mean to say, go with some test and everything, because both the concept is same, right? You have a once your concept is clear, then it is very easy to manage the Azure as well, AWS as well, GCP as well. But I can say that the AWS is the mother of all the cloud here. So once you learn the AWS, it is very easy to learn the Azure and GCP as well. Because why? Because you, okay, understand the terms and everything. You just need to learn the new UI. So in cloud engineer, okay, they are deploying resources, managing server, setting up the network storage, etc., etc. They're also using the, okay, many tools they are using. They're also using Terraform. They're also using Kubernetes. They are also using CLIs, everything. And then you can also see the DevOps engineer as well, right? So the DevOps engineer, it means what? Okay, they are the bridge, the gap between development and operational team. Main task, okay, for the DevOps is CI/CD, okay, automate deployment, okay, monitoring infrastructure as a code. They're also using the Jenkins, Docker, GitHub, okay, Ansibles, these tools. Then solution architect, here you require a lot of experience. Okay, here you require a lot of experience. It's not like that once you clear the solution architect associate and then you can apply for the solution architect. No, it required more than 7 8 years of experience. So solution architect, it means what? As I say that the design, okay, design, manage, planning. Okay, so they design scalable, secure, and more cloud solutions. And they also follow the AWS well architecture frameworks. Okay, cloud formations, everything. So for to apply this position, if you have a 6, 7, or more than 8 years of experience, definitely you can go with this. Then there is also a cloud developers as well. They write, maintain application that run in the cloud. They are also develop the application using some cloud, okay, native features like Lambda, S3, API gateway, etc., etc. Security engineer, it means what? Securing the environment, right? For an example, here they are using they protect the cloud environment, okay? They configure authentications, policies, monitor log, audit, compliance, encryptions. They're also using the KMS services, guard duty, IAM. These are the different services they use. Then the data engineer. Now data engineer, it means what? They build a system to collect, store, and process the large, okay, data sets. They also work on ETL, that is extract, transfer, and load, database management. They also use the AWS Glue, Redshift, Apache, Spark, everything. Then also machine learning. When I say machine learning, it means what? What exactly they do? They build and deploy machine learning models using the cloud services. They train the model as well, tune the algorithm, deploy predictions, okay, via APIs. And for the non-technical, okay, the one of the beautiful road which I love, that is in technical account manager, TAM. So TAM is a completely techno-commercial job. Okay, they help our client to choose and buy the right cloud solutions based on the business need. They understand the customer requirements, suggest a service, close the deal, manage the relationships. So AWS also, okay, for large account, AWS also, okay, assign one technical account manager, right? So it's a very good job. Okay, if you are, okay, let's say you have some tech, sales skills or some, some marketing skills and plus technical, you should definitely go with the cloud sales account manager. Then as you know that technical recruiter as well, right? Because a lot of your organizations, okay, they do also require the technical knowledge for the technical recruiter. Because why? Because they want to hire some cloud professionals, let's say developer, engineer, architecture. They also understand the job roles, screen candidates, managing hiring processes. Okay, that time also you require the technical skills. Then also the project manager as well, right? Because while if you are the in the project manager, you also need to plan, track, and you also need to deliver cloud related projects, and that is also within a budget. So remember, the cloud is completely pay as you go services. So it's not like that, okay, you can use n number of things. No, organization also has some budgets, because for organization, the AWS, this cloud, it means what? It is a variable cost to the company. So while you are working, let's say your DevOps, cloud, or any engineer, you always need to think about the cost. Then you can also be a trainer, right? Cloud trainer. There are many job openings. You can conduct the training, create the content, no, then the concepts. Okay, you must have some public speaking skills, teaching ability, okay, certification knowledge, and you can also be a community builder as well. Okay, so community builder is a program in every year. Okay, AWS open the AWS community builder form. So now the next one is January 2026. Now in that form, you just need to mention that, okay, how exactly, okay, you share the knowledge for the community, whether you speak on some of the event, you write the blog, okay, you create a content, okay, you find some bugs, anything that you have done from the last 1 year, you need to mention it. So last year also, they received more than 40,000 forms in entire world, and they selected 1,000 member for the community builder. So you will also get a lot of benefits from the AWS. If you be a community builder, you receive a swag, you receive a lot of things. You also receive a $500 credits. Okay, and one exam, it's a completely free. Then there is also some portal which AWS create, okay, for learning and management, that is also free. You will also get the Slack access, okay, so that you can raise a request, you can ask the question, many things that you will get if you become the AWS builder. Now here you can see, okay, let's say the skill needed. Okay, so as I say that if you are on the cloud engineer, okay, then we'll have to go through the architecture syllabus, okay, where you need to understand the how exactly you can create a virtual server in the cloud, how exactly you can manage it, how exactly you can run the application just like a physical machine. Storages, S3 we talk about. Now, when I say storage, it means what? Which is a very highly available, okay, scalable object storage for your file, backup, logs, images, videos, right? Then authentication. So cloud engineer build and maintain the cloud infrastructure. So they need to know how to launch server, store the data safely, access control as well. For DevOps, you must have, okay, the CI/CD pipeline, continuous integrity, continuous deployment, code pipeline, to the Terraform. because this DevOps engineer automate the process of testing and deployment on deploying the code changes quickly as well. Then you also have a developers as well, right? Using the Lambda, okay, API gateway and everything. So when I say the cloud developers, so obviously they required, okay, they are into the cloud development. They are building the application. They optimize for the cloud. Okay, they build the environment. They are focusing also on the scalability, minimizing the infrastructure management, everything. Then, okay, for solution architect, you also a lot of skills, right? Because solution architect design how cloud resources fit together to meet business goal, while they also ensure about the scalability, cost effective and security as well. And as a security engineer, okay, they are also very important. So whenever if anyone using AWS, they must require a security. So it's not like that your entire workload is on the AWS, so AWS is cloud, so it's their responsibility. Security on the cloud is also a customer responsibility as well, right? Because security engineer protect the cloud environment from cyber threat. They also ensure compliances policy by managing identity, monitoring the security events, encryption the data, everything they can manage it. And here you can just see the okay tentative information about the salaries insights. So although this entire thing is based on the company to company base, it's not like that once you become the cloud engineer then you will get the 6 lakh to 12 lakh. No, it is a completely based on the organization, because every organization they have the budgets. They whenever they hire the person, they check that okay what is remaining budget for this year, and based on that okay they will offer the candidate for the okay specific cost. So these are the okay just an average I can say, but it's not like, so might be let's say okay you join one of the startup company, right? And you are they give you that okay you are the cloud engineer for us. So might be they offer 3 lakhs, because why? Because they don't have a budget. But let's say one of the enterprise company who hire the cloud engineer, okay, for the same position, they might provide you the 8 lakh offer LPA. So it is a completely based on the use cases, or it is completely based on the organization. So how exactly you can start, right? How exactly you can start it here? So obviously AWS provide a free tier okay account. Okay, so I suggest that you can also create a free tier account. You can see it, right? Okay, the free tier gives you the limited free access. Everything is not a free. It's a 12-month free. Okay, it is perfect for learning, experimenting without any cost. Okay, but before that you need to understand which is a paid, which is a first. Then, as I said, you need to learn the basics about EC2, which virtual server to run your application. S3, scalable storage for your files and backup. IAM to manage user and permission securely. Lambda to run the code without managing a server. That is on serverless. So you can also use the official AWS docs, video courses, right? You can also contact us for the more information that how exactly you can enroll for the batches. Okay, so we are also starting some batches as well. You can also be a part of that. Okay, you need to choose a different certification path. As I say that the architecture is one of the backbone. Okay, right? So once you understand those, it is very easy for jump to anywhere. Even though you can also build some mini projects. There are many projects are available on GitHubs, like in hosting a static website to S3, setting up the Lambda functions, which is triggered by S3, or deploying simple web application on S3. So these hands-on experience help you to understand real world cloud uses. You can also apply the okay internships. Okay, you can use a platform like LinkedIn, okay, Intershala, Upwork, Fiverr to find cloud related internships or freelance jobs as well. Even small projects can build your portfolio, and it also give you the practical exposures. Then how you can stand out? All right, so you can create the GitHubs. All right, so you can build and share your cloud related code and projects on a GitHub. Showcase your skill with real example. okay, because employer loves having hands-on workshops. You can create some example, okay, projects, infrastructure as a code template, serverless application, automations. And you can also join a lot of events and webinar, because AWS also promote a lot of webinar, okay, events as well. So participate in official AWS event, okay, webinar, and also online workshop. Learn the latest cloud trends, tools, best practices, because this AWS continuously upgrade themselves. Okay, it's a product, remember. So there are many things which is coming new to every month as well. So you can learn it. There are many events are free and also offer some certification discount, some networking chance. Then attend the user groups meetups. You can join, okay, or virtual cloud user groups meetups, right? Okay, meet the peers, share the knowledge, ask the questions, you can get the mentorship. So these communities can, okay, open the door, okay, to job referrals and collaborations as well. Okay, you can also start your, okay, cloud blogs or YouTube channels. You can share your cloud learning journeys, tutorials, projects, walkthrough. So this build your personal brand, and it also help you to master concept by teaching others. Even simple videos or article can get noticed by recruiters and expert as well. You can also connect, okay, with the cloud professional on LinkedIn, okay, Twitter, community forums. You can engage in a discussions, ask for advice, and share your achievements. You can strong be a very strong professional networks. They also led, they have many opportunities, and if they know you, they can share it, right? So you can do that. So this is just a suggestion, and this is just a career advice, okay, from mine. Any question, folks? Now there is a one surprise for everyone. Now I'm taking only 5 minutes more. I hope you are okay with that, everyone. Oh, my camera is off. Sorry, I didn't realize. Okay. Any question, folks? Any question? So now there is just a small Q&A. Okay, we'll play the question and answer. No question? All good, everyone? Okay, now I just need a quick 2 minute. So now everyone open your mobile phone. Everyone. Open your mobile phone. Open your camera. And you can just scan the QR code. Okay, so Maksud, first you can go with the solution architect. Okay, so okay, you can just complete the training and then you can go with the networking, that is networking specialty, which is very good for the telecom engineer, where you also understand how exactly you can, okay, configure the networking, okay, create a lot of things, okay, from the on-premises to AWS, how exactly you can migrate it, left shift it, so that you understand in that. So for you, it is an I can say it is a the solution architect plus the networking specialty. So now everyone, what you can do is you can just scan the QR code. I can see Subhir Gupta join. Just scan the QR code, right? Or if you're not able to scan the QR code, I share this link on the chat. So you just need to provide your name. You just need to provide your name. I can see five participants join. Please make sure you provide your correct name. Everyone, please join. On the link, Pandit, not here. You can just scan the QR code from your mobile phone and just log in. Everyone, I just required more 5 minutes. Come on, everyone. I can see there are 20 people. Come on, I can see 9 people here. I'll start in 1 minute. You just need to scan the QR code. And once you scan the QR code, you just need to provide your name and logged in. Last 30 seconds. I can see 11 participants. Come on, folks. I'm waiting. Everyone. Okay. So let's play, okay, some question answer using some different way. So now, folks, you already scan it off from your mobile phone. Now what you need to do is, so when I say a first question here, when I start the quiz, okay, you get a question on your screen and you have a 10-second to answer the question. So it is a faster finger first. Whoever is the one, okay, whoever is a winner, okay, I mean to say, you just need to use your finger fast. So the winner is first 3 user, okay, where they just need to provide the answer in a limited or very minimum time and the correct answer. So the correct answer with minimum time is a winner. Okay, so let's see, okay, who is a 3 winner, and you don't need to see my screen. You get a question on your mobile phone. Okay, you get a question on your mobile phone. Just click on the answer whenever you are right. So you get only 10 seconds to answer the correct. So whoever give the correct answer in minimum time is a winner. So let's see, okay, who is a winner for this today. Okay, so the first question, everyone, I can see there are 12 participants. So let's see the first question on your mobile phone. Okay, not here. Your question is in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. What is a cloud computing? A, B, C, D. You have a 10-second. Oh, correct. Come on, folks. I'm expecting your answer. So 6 participants gave me the correct answer, right? And 4 participants skip. So do not skip. At least if you know the answer, type it. 1 participant is wrong. Okay, no problem. So let's see who gave the correct answer. So Mukesh gave the answer in this minimum time. Okay, I hope you understand, folks, how exactly you can play the game. Everyone. Okay, so let's get next on your screen. Okay, the next question on your screen. In 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's see. In last, and let's see the answer. Oh, great. 10 participants say TAAS is not the any platform. So right answer, 83 member gave the correct answer. And now Mukesh again still on top. Yash is on second. Ayush is on third. Okay, so you can see Yash and Ayush, there is a very millisecond difference you have. Okay, so still you have a chance to win. First 3 is a winner. Let's see who's that. Okay, everyone, let's try it. You still have a chance. Next 8 questions still go. Next question on your screen. Very easy. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Awesome. Oh, great. 5 participants say that it's a software as a service. Okay, 5 participants say that is in software as a server. So correct answer is software as a services. Okay, 42% equally. Okay, now let's see who's on top. Ayush is on top. Second is Kiran. Third is Maksud. Oh, leaderboard is changed now. Okay, let's see. 7 question is still go. Next question on your screen. Which of the following is a benefit of cloud computing? And let's see. 9 people gave the correct answer. Awesome. You are really good learner, everyone. So on demand resource availability, 75% people gave the correct answer. Okay, Ayush is on top. Kiran, Maksud, very good guys. Okay, let's see the next question on your screen. What is elasticity in cloud? Right. Everyone, 8 participants gave the correct answer. I told you, right? Upgradation and degradations. Whenever you want to upgrade, you can upgrade it. Whenever you want to degrade, you can degrade it, right? So great. 8 people gave the correct answer. 67, okay, percentage. Very good. Okay, Kiran is on top. Okay, so now the leaderboard is changed. Kiran is top. Ayush is second. Third is Mukesh. Very good. Next question on your screen. True, false. Come on, I'm waiting. And yes, 85%, okay, give the correct answer. Okay, Ayush, very good. Again, is on top. Kiran, okay, Mukesh, very good. Okay, I hope you are enjoying, folks. Okay, last 4 question on your screen. True or false? We discussed already. Elasticity. Yes. Okay, great. All okay, almost 92% gave the correct answer. Only one wrong. That's okay. Ayush, very good. Again is on top. Kiran second. Mukesh is third. Okay, so correct answer is true. Okay, next question on your screen. I'm expecting 100% answer. Yes, very good. The correct answer is yes. It's a cloud service provider. Okay, it's a product like AWS, Azure, GCP. So Ayush is on top. Kiran is second. Mukesh is third. Very good. Second last question. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Again, 11%. Okay. Sorry. 11 participant gave the correct answer. Okay. That is yes. Let's see who is okay. Top. Ayush, Kiran, Mukesh. Very good. Pandit, you still have a chance. Okay. Yash, you also have a chance. Very good, folks. And the next question is very hard. Okay. Very tough question. So please be ready. Very hard question. I hope this is very hard question. Oh, 2 participate no. Okay, my bad luck. Okay, great. Okay, great. So who's a winner? Let me end the quiz. Awesome. So let's congrats Ayush, Kiran, Mukesh. You are the winner. Okay, you can see your points. Okay, I'll share the report with everyone shortly. Okay, I hope you enjoy some enjoy the webinar, folks? Everyone? So if you want me to connect, right, I'm available on the LinkedIn, folks. If anyone want me to connect on LinkedIn, okay, I'm here. Okay, so that's it for my time, folks. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. You guys are lovely audience. Thank you so much.
Thank
Over
you.
to Rima.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Ramya. I would just like to thank you on a special occasion. And I would like to uh, thank each and every participant and attendee to join our webinar on behalf of my company, Idigisys. Thank you, everybody. And I have shared the link of our courses and the calendar. So you can go through it and have a look on it. And if you have any queries, you can text us, you can call us on the given number in the website, and I will share the number here also. And you can send an email, which is cloud@idgsys.com.
Hi, thanks, Ameya. That was so
Thank
energetic.
you very much.
I hope every participant has enjoyed that. It was a full power pack. It was very interactive, and hopefully, it would be helpful for our participants as well. Yes, guys. So, a big round of applause for Mr. Ameya Vaidya. You did a great job, Ameya. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for accepting our invitation on a very short note
Thank
and
you.
making, and sharing your insights. Hope people will get benefit of the same. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Mr. Ramya. Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody. Bye.
Hey, folks, thanks a lot. We will be connecting with you shortly via the emails. There are a few courses we are starting on which you can enroll. There are special discounts for all the participants who have joined today's webinar, and you will be getting more information about that in an email. So stay connected. If you would be having any questions or queries, you can connect with the people. Um, and they will from Idigisys, and they will be there to respond you. Thank you so much. Um, Anyone from the marketing team, please share the context. Thank you so much. Folks, you can connect on these numbers. Thank you so much, Amay. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.